Okay, this is the season that's gonna end with the big episode 100. What have we not reviewed in all that time that we should have before we pass that threshold? Or what series could we wrap up? Everybody got a chance to request episodes, right? I mean, we did all the Patreon picks, Kim's, Zach's. Of course, we can't forget about you. Oh, what you got there? Looks like she wants to play some more Kirby. I swear this girl's won, but she gets to play the Switch more than I do. Well, of course you can! Here, I'll let Waddle Dee sit up here so he can watch. Wait, but aren't you forgetting something? What does she need? Yeah! Yeah! Her controller! Nothing gets between my girl and her Kirby! You guys have no idea how obsessed this little girl is with Kirby. Nothing captivates her more than ads or clips of this game, so I just knew we'd have to get it for her to play. Leave it to my daughter to remind me of the great game series I haven't even touched yet for reviews. Kirby and I are also the same age, down to the month ironically, so it's kind of cool to see that he's my baby girl's favorite icon. Don't you have the wrong controller? No?
Let's play!
Then how did you guys beat the... Are you ready to play some Kirby? Kirby in the Forgotten Land is actually a weird place for us to start reviewing this series, as the pink puffball has been strictly 2D since 1992, outside of a couple spin-off exceptions. But when we say this is the first 3D Kirby, don't think Mario Odyssey, think more Mario 3D Land, with less open and more structured linear level design, with secret doors and collectibles to discover within each zone. Now this alone is super cool for Kirby, but add in hidden Waddle Dees to rescue and tons of collectible minifigures to add, and each level becomes a sequence of puzzles to solve as you explore. The more Waddle Dees you save, the more shops and events you unlock as they all move into and establish their own Waddle Dee town, and it's adorable. You can even wave hi to all of them and they will wave hi back, and it's something that I just have to do every single time. Having something to work towards adds a tremendous amount to the game on top of the actual Waddle Dee hunt acting like Odyssey's moons within levels. That and the fact that you can also find manuscripts to take to the Waddle Smithy to level up your copy abilities for the first time ever. This is huge and extremely addicting as you unlock these abilities by managing your resources like star coins and crystal stars earned from short challenges that test and explore the capabilities of each of your copy abilities, as well as Kirby's new alternate forms via mouthful mode. Because Kirby is best boy, he tries his hardest to inhale things several times his own size and ends up wrapping his entire stretchy body around the object like a car or a vending machine, and somehow consciously controls it by his will alone. Mouthful mode is more like Mario Odyssey's capture mechanic and less like your Pornhub search history. Now that was some low-hanging fruit. Other than all the revolutionary changes for the better, this really is a traditional Kirby with generally linear open levels with bosses and challenges closing out each world. It's even got that frustrating two-player catch-up thing where it continuously teleports the second player near the first every time they so much as think about tugging on their invisible dog leash. We never had any issues. Yeah, that's still confusing. I'm gonna hand this one over to my lovely assistant. Why thank? Not you, dummy. Hey, Clover, what do you think about Kirby's graphics? Yeah! Is he playing with you? No, come back? Okay. Say no more, I'm sold. Considering Kirby stories basically equate to somebody stealing Kirby's snacks, so he sets off on an adventure with some small adorable companion that will ultimately betray him in yet another intergalactic eldritch apocalyptical catastrophe, I think we could just let Clover explain. Actually, it's not so simple this time. Doubt. This time Kirby, along with most of Planet Popstar, gets sucked into a mysterious portal to a strange new world resembling an overgrown post-apocalyptic Earth, now populated by Kirby enemies. Wow, so no stolen cake or cute backstabbing companion? That cotton candy chinchilla is gonna try and kill us later, isn't it? Without spoiling anything, the ending is actually really freaking incredible, going to Bayonetta levels of absurdity and intensity, and it's still surprisingly deep lore-wise. There's also a post-game series of levels culminating in a secret final boss that fans of the series will definitely find to be a shockingly worthwhile event. Yeah, things like vocals and lore seem amazing for Kirby games considering all we've had before amalgamated to a stolen cupcake. This soundtrack does that Super Mario World thing where one main theme lends its bass melody to the rest of the game for inspiration, and it's outstanding. We already mentioned vocals being shocking and cool for Kirby, but there's another instance later in the game that we don't want to spoil, and it's absolutely bonkers! As in, crazy, not the purple hammer monkey. Even during quiet bits, you can listen closely to hear faint music or birds singing the main theme. It's an impressive dedication that gets pulled off to great success, just like Super Mario World. Yeah, you mentioned that. Super Mario World is the pinnacle of harmony in gaming soundtracks. Fight me! This is easily the best Kirby game, and trust me, I've played an unhealthy amount of Kirby games. She loves this game. Actually, there's a ton of Kirby games, and I've played like half. Is that still unhealthy? And I love this game! Seriously, when does that ever happen? The little positive gamer in me had a wonderful time with Kirby and the Forgotten Land, giving it a sweet 9 out of 10. The gameplay, music, graphics, and even story were all a joy to experience. Unless you're a maniac and didn't swap the default controls from jump with B and inhale with Y at the very first opportunity. The critical gamer in me found Kirby and the Forgotten Land to hold up under closer inspection, achieving an inflated 10 out of 10. Honestly, this game is really solid, but it's also pretty short. Though it's pleasantly polished and a satisfying improvement for the series, the only thing I was left wanting from it was more. But what did you think? Tell us how your positive and critical sides rate Kirby and the Forgotten Land in the comments below. But if you're willing to say that this little girl's opinion is wrong... No, that's not quite the line. We practiced this. Then you're just playing with yourself. Good job! That's not right. That's not right. You wanted to play Pokemon, huh? Now we of course need a special thanks to Clover this week for coloring our whiteboard art. I gave her Kirby, obviously her favorite character ever finally gets to show up in an episode, and she did this wonderful coloring. I think it's great. If you ever want to see full art of any of the whiteboard pictures that I do for the episodes, I post them each week right before the episodes launch on Twitter, so you get a teaser of what we're going to be seeing that week. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe for more, and use the links in the description to nominate your own episode. And thank you to all of our Patreon members, Atomic Thomas, Arrow, Minya, Sid, and Crystal. Booyah!